Hello everyone. My name is Sir Ahmed and I'm sorry that I took long enough. I was supposed to create this video weeks ago, but due to my personal commitment, I was not able to complete this video in time. But I promise I'll be more regular, more consistent now, be sharing videos with you. And I'll still try to finish this course in 90 days. But 90 days might still be a stretch, but in that time I want you to grasp as much knowledge as possible. So, without any delay, let us get it straight into the course structure. I'll explain the course structure, and soon afterwards, we'll head into the first chapter of this program. So, if you have ever wondered what management consultants actually do, how they solve problems, or how they build careers in consulting, or people build careers in consulting, this program will definitely help you. Program is meant for you. Most content online shows only. I mean, if you look at the other contents that's available online, you'll only find interviews or case studies. What's missing is a clear, structured roadmap from fundamentals to real world application of consulting. And I think I'm trying to bridge that gap with this program that has been designed specifically for that purpose. So, this is a complete consulting curriculum built to take you from zero clarity to real confidence, whether you're a student, working professional, or somebody who's looking to transition into consulting domain. So I'll cover not just what consultants think, but how they think or how they work, communicate, manage clients, and grow their careers in this domain. So if you look at the course, we first have industry fundamentals. So we start with the basics. What consulting actually is different type of consulting firms. You must have heard a lot of people talking about MBB or the top three consulting firms, and then you have the big four, uh, and then you have boutique consulting firms, and then and what is a consultant's day that really looks like? So I'll share all of that information with you, and this will really help you decide whether consulting fits your personality and goals or not. So if you're uh, somebody who wants to transition into consulting, you'd be able to tell whether you want to follow on this career path or not, and make an informed decision basis that. The second topic would be core competencies in the consulting, and what we will look at: structured problem solving approach, analytical thinking, using frameworks correctly. And there will be a lot of frameworks. I think I also mentioned in the introductory video that we'll be sharing a lot of frameworks, and you would be able to use them in your current jobs or apply them into your new projects as well. And this is where you start thinking like a consultant, not just memorizing tools, but actually start the application of the frameworks also. And talking of tools, there are a lot of analytical tools, which is the third chapter. We'll discuss data, because if you want to become a consultant, you'll have to work with data. So consulting is a highly data driven job. So we'll cover, and when you have data, the go-to software is Excel. So we'll cover Excel. We'll do a lot of data analysis. We'll do a financial modeling, and there are software for data visualization. So you must have heard of Power BI or Tableau, and we'll work on Power BI. I'll show you the basics of Power BI. In fact, I'll guide you on all of these different tools as well. So Power BI is just one. We'll also be working a lot on Excel, PowerPoint, uh, Word, and I'll show you how to work on each of these softwares as well. So, and this is from a practical consulting lens, not just a textbook theory. So you'd be able to understand how consultant thinks when you're actually working on a live project. So we'll also be taking a lot of projects when we are working on this program. So then is the strategic frameworks. We discuss some of them, I think, earlier on. I just mentioned frameworks, but specifically now there's so many important frameworks that you should be aware of. SWOT analysis is like one of the most basic ones, but there are also Porter's five forces, BCG matrix. You have value chain, and then you have 7S framework. And more importantly, you learn when to use which framework and when not to use them at all. Sometimes logic will dictate that you don't use frameworks at all, and that is you'll have to take a call, and we'll discuss that when we are working on that particular module. And an important part is communicating. How you're communicating with the client is very important, because while you may have worked on technical sides accurately, but how you showcase this to the client is also equally important. How you communicate this. So great consultants are not just technically smart people, they communicate very clearly. And I think that particular module focuses on the pyramid principle, storytelling or storyboarding. There's a concept called that, slide making, structured writing, skill that will directly impact your performance. And I think, and when we say performance, it's definitely also impacts your promotions in the organization. Then we'll work on project management. It's very important. We're working with force. You're working on a lot of projects, and then we'll get to see how you what are the project management principle that you should follow. Then the next is client relations. Uh, I think many of the courses they ignore this particular aspect. It's very important, because once you build a rapport with a client, it goes a long way. I mean, if you're working in an industry, you might be working with with the same client multiple times. So building a rapport with the client is also very important. Then you have industry specialization. So consultants eventually specialized, and I think this particular module was developed uh, uh, with the mindset that how will you build a domain expertise, whether you want to work in the energy, finance, healthcare, tech, sustainability, and many other fields. So how do you, I mean, consultant can work, I mean, I might have said that you can use the framework anyway, but even then you have to have a specialization, and depending that your future growth and prospects will vary. And I think I'll also work on and when we talk of career growth, I'll also be specifically focusing on that, how you should shape your journey at any big four firms or any consulting firms, how you should take the feedback cycles seriously, networking with other people in the organization, and all of that is important. And then we'll work on case studies. I mean, where the theory will meet the reality, and you'll see real consulting style case studies and projects examples. So you understand how everything comes together in practice, not just in theory, but how it comes in practice. And I'll also take up a few other, I think, smaller modules on preparing you for interviews, and then will end the program. So this is, I mean, interview is also important, because what type of questions you get in consulting. You must have heard a lot on guesstimate and all of those things, but I just want to, while we are doing the analytical part in this program, I'll share that information with you on how to be figuring out things, how to design methodology in your mind. And this is what is important from an interview perspective also. Interviews, viewers are going to judge you on that. They might not be able to, uh, you know, understand everything that you know, but in the time that they have with you during the interview, they try to understand how you're analyzing a problem. And that is what I'll be preparing you in this program. So this is the course structure. I'd take a break here, and I'll be uploading the next video on the first chapter. So I hope you continue following this program. You subscribe to my channel and press the bell. I don't want to say that, but because I am not doing this on a regular basis, so whenever there's a new video that's uploaded, you might be able to get a sense of what's being done and what's being covered, so you can immediately follow on. So that's all for now. I'll be uploading more videos. Like I said, I'm making a lot of more videos now, and I'll be uploading that on the channel. So stay tuned, stay motivated, and follow me for more videos.